Hey, how's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? I need to get something here real quick. Get me a bottle of water. Man, things are definitely changing out here on the road and changing rapidly. Every day it's a different change. You know, last night we got into Salt Lake City and shut down. Got in about 7:30. There was a Wendy's open, a Denny's open, McDonald's open, all that right there next to the truck stop. So I actually went over to Wendy's last night and ate. You know, the restaurant section, you could still come in and eat and all that last night. We wake up this morning and go to get breakfast, and all the restaurant area to go in and sit was all closed. You could either order at the window or you could come in and get it to go, but you couldn't stay and eat it inside the restaurant. So they're definitely making rapid changes due to this coronavirus. And I've heard quite a bit of hysteria, and I've heard a bunch of crazy talk out of truck drivers, and I want to address this. I've heard some truck drivers saying, you know, this is the time that we ought to strike, make our presence known because we're actually needed, you know, and demanding more money and changing hours of service and this kind of study. Anybody that's talking like that, as far as I'm concerned, you're a traitor and you're an idiot. The people of this country need us right now. They need us probably more than ever. It's important that we stay out here and we run this freight. Without us, people are going to be starving, causing panic. You could be causing riots. We've got to keep these products moving to feed the American people. That's all there is to it. Hey, I'm sorry you drew the short straw on your watch, but that's the way it is. It's time to buck up and do our jobs. Now, at the same time that we do that, we need to protect ourselves. And we have to take care of ourselves. As a driver right now, you should have plenty of water on your truck. You should have enough water on your truck to last you at least 2 weeks. You should have enough food on your truck to last you at least 2 weeks. I will tell you, I'm a little better prepared than that. Also, as we go throughout our business, you need to be especially noticeable about keeping everything clean, keeping everything sterile as much as you possibly can. Stay clean, keep everything clean, keep your hands washed all the time. If you don't have hand sanitizer and you can't get hand sanitizer, you can make it. It's actually very simple. Just get you a bottle of rubbing alcohol and get you a bottle of aloe vera gel. 70% alcohol, 30% aloe vera gel. That's exactly what you're buying in hand sanitizer when you buy it in the bottle. I bet it'd be a whole lot cheaper if you made it your own, just saying. Even if you didn't have a hand sanitizer, when you go in, you come in, you've got to get out of your truck and go in. You're going to be touching things, door handles, pens that you write with, paperwork, all that type of stuff. Make sure that you don't transfer anything from your hands to the rest of your body or your clothing. Act like your hands are infected. So don't touch anything else until you come out of there, and before you get back in your truck, be able to wash your hands before you touch anything else inside your truck. Think of the preparations that you need to do so that you can do that. So do everything you can to be as clean as possible and safe as possible. Now, these shippers and receivers are changing every day that we go to, doing different things. This morning, we're delivering here at a Cisco in West Jordan, Utah, suburb of Salt Lake City, and they're wiring up the check-in for the gate so that you'll just punch in the numbers and they'll get all the numbers so that you don't have to actually come in and interact with somebody. I have a feeling that our bills of lading are no longer going to be paper in the very near future. But we're seeing things change rapidly out here every day. For the last 3 days, I have noticed that on the road, the traffic is getting lighter and lighter and lighter. We went through Salt Lake City, Utah in rush hour morning traffic, and I put an extra hour on our time to make sure that we weren't late. We didn't run into one hickey. Traffic is way down. Makes it actually easier for us to do our jobs. On the interstate, though, yesterday was pretty lonely. Sometimes I kind of felt like I was maybe driving through a movie of Mad Max and we were crossing the plains all by ourselves and the only ones out there. Even truck traffic is down. I don't see near as many trucks. Here where I'm delivering, there's not as many trucks. I don't know if that's volume or what, but I noticed like at night, I could tell the trucks that I did see going the other direction, most of them were reefers. So those of us that haul food, we're still running. I ran into a flatbed driver that was at a truck stop yesterday here in Utah. He'd been sitting here for 4 days trying to get a load out of here. So I think some of the other freight is slowing down, but I'm telling you, us reefer draggers, man, we are moving freight as fast as we can. As soon as I get unloaded here, I'm going to pick up another load. I'm actually going to lay over here tonight, pick up a load first thing in the morning, back to Minneapolis I'm going to go. I worry when I see the truck traffic down. I hope that is because some of the industrial freight has maybe slowed down a little bit. I don't want that. I don't want that for anybody. But I hope that's the cause. I pray to God that truck drivers aren't staying home, refusing to drive because they're worried about getting sick with this virus. I just can't tell you how important our job is that we do, and we keep running through this crisis. Do what you can to protect yourself. Do what you can to take care of yours. But we got to keep running, folks. I said it in an earlier video. In any one of these metropolitan cities, there's only enough food currently in this city to last this city 3 days. If we don't move the freight, if we don't feed these people, they'll be rioting, killing each other over cheeseburgers in the street within 3 or 4 days. We can't let that happen to our nation. We can't let that happen to our fellow neighbor. We can't let that happen to the people. So I implore all you drivers, keep doing your job. Keep running this freight. Anyway, that's what I had to say, guys. Hope y'all have a great day. God bless each and every one of you. Man, you can change the world just by being nice to each other, but we're all going to get through this. The majority of us are all coming out the other side. Know that. Have faith. It's all going to be all right. It's just going to be crap for a minute. It's only a moment. It's only a season. Before you know it, it's all going to be over. Back to business as usual. Keep running that freight, guys. God bless you. The country is so grateful and thankful.